It's been a crazy, crazy Monday. All righty. One more minute and then we'll go. All right, so let's get this party started, guys. I am Jennifer with Psily Girl Coaching. I do microdose and macrodose coaching for people for integration, help with mental health, help with trauma, things like that. I'm a coach, not a therapist, but I'm here to help anybody that has questions or concerns about psilocybin and how it might be able to be impactful or meaningful for their life. Who here has done microdose or is experienced about microdose or has questions about microdose? Who here? I've done it.
I've done it.
Yep. Jennifer, have you done it before?
No.
Yeah. No, just got a little hand flash. Yeah. All right. So we're going to talk today about what that looks like. So when people microdose, they kind of feel it, right? They don't feel actual microdose. What they feel though is the clarity, the inner peace, some calm. And microdose is a subperceptual dose. What does that mean? It means that you're not going to be seeing things, colors, patterns, bright things. Instead, you more feel it, right? And you feel it a little bit over time. So over time, you feel like a completely different person on dose days versus other days. You talk, people think microdose is going to fix you. Did you do it wrong? And that's not exactly what it does. And then you feel great for a few days and then I'm right back to old patterns help, right? So some of these people, these are quotes I've heard from people I've worked with. And it sounds like it doesn't work, right? But what the truth is that it does work. But the key is that you have to do integration. And what does that mean? That means that you do a daily journal, which tracks your mood. It tracks how you're feeling. It tracks how you react to situations differently than you did before. Kind of keeps track of over time how you're going to feel better, how you're going to think differently, things like that. So the key really is the integration piece more so than microdosing alone. Microdosing alone is still great, but when you have integration with it, it is amazing. So it's kind of like this. The medicine opens the door and you have to choose to walk through the door. And what does that mean? It means it increases neuroplasticity. So that's your brain's ability to form new pathways, change old patterns. So it's kind of like wet cement, right? The window's open. You have to lay the new path while it's still soft, right? You can't just like try to rework hardened cement. So it's not a magic pill. It's the most powerful tool you have available if you use it with intention. And what does intention means? It means you're using it and then utilizing the tools that we at Psily Girl give you so you can make an impactful change for yourself. So what a lot of people do is they microdose by taking the dose. They feel great. They go about their day. They wonder why nothing changes. Rinse, wash, repeat, right? So what creates actual lasting change is to dose with an intention, right? So you notice what shifts by journaling it. You move your body because that's where insights live and that's where we store energy. You take one brave action towards a new you. It's not like an on-off switch. It's not like 0 to 1,000. It's a little bit every single day, right? You reflect, you adjust, and you repeat with purpose. So what is integration, right? It's the process of taking the insights, the emotions, the shifts in your experience, the feedback, and the tools, and you weave them into the fabric of your actual life, right? So it's not just thinking about if you tripped. It's not journaling once and then calling it done. It's not waiting for something magical to happen like somebody tapped you with a wand. What it is a daily embodied practice. You become the person the medicine showed you, and then you make small choices and you repeat them often. So this is kind of like the seed, and the integration is the water, the sunlight, the soil, singing songs, all the things they say that help a plant grow also helps you grow. So without integration, really, it's going to affect that change. So you have a 48-hour window when you're microdosing, so don't waste it. So after your psilocybin enters your brain and enters a state of neuroplasticity, which is heightened. So what you do in these 48 hours matters more than the dose itself. This is time for new habits, new practices, and these things get locked in faster. So you want to rest and move gently. You want to journal. You want to take one small action every day. You want to connect. So you get a circle. You have a trusted friend. And then hopefully you're not numbing out like alcohol, doom scrolling, avoidance, things like that. You want to stay with these feelings and kind of process through them. So what does integration actually look like? You set an intention, you notice how you feel, and then you allow those feelings. You do your journaling. The day after, you wake up in the morning and you kind of do a full body scan and say, hey, how do I feel? Do I need breath work? Do I need meditation? Do I need something? You pause. You catch yourself reacting. You pause. You choose a different reaction. You write down the moment of choice, and that's really where the gold happens. And then days 3 to 7, what did I learn? Am I still living it? Am I still practicing with intention? You bring the insight to your integration circle or your coach. You make the new behavior your new normal. So it isn't like a retreat. It's like Tuesday afternoon. It's Wednesday morning, right? When you choose to respond and react differently than you would have normally. Does that make sense to you guys so far? Yeah? Awesome. So what you do is you turn your dose days into real life change. You set your intention. What do you want to feel? What do you want to heal? What do you want to shift? Helps if you write it down or you say it out loud to yourself. You bring awareness to it. So notice what comes up. Do you have emotions, thoughts, or ideas stored in your body? Do you have any sensations? Sometimes people get tightness in their back or they, feel tightness in their throat. This means it's working. It means it's pinpointing areas of opportunity for you. And then you take one small aligned action towards the life you want because your brain is really plastic right now. So go ahead and utilize that to your benefit. You're going to want to do some journaling, maybe somatic work, maybe yoga, breath work. Talk to your community so you can keep these insights alive. This is how you stop chasing the afterglow and start living in your transformation. So let's do a 60-second integration exercise here, guys. So take a moment and close your eyes or soften your gaze, when you just like relax a little. And then think about a moment this week when you felt most like yourself. And then notice in your body where you feel that right now. Like if you tune into your body, like where do you feel when you have this thought of most like yourself? Where do you feel that right now? Is it like a deep sigh? Is it a relaxation of the shoulders? And ask yourself what was different about that moment. And then open your eyes. Now that feeling right there, that is what we're integrating toward. And that is the person the medicine is trying to help you become permanently. So with this neuroplasticity, you can build more and more of those moments where your shoulders kind of drop. You kind of take a deep sigh, a deep breath, and you can just relax into yourself. What can microdosing done right actually help with? Turning off your brain, right? It stops anxiety and rumination loops. It helps with depression and dissociation. Makes you feel reconnected and alive. Stuck trauma loops. So you form new neural pathways, new choices, new ways of behaving. It helps with ADHD and executive function. So you can focus, you can follow through, you have momentum, you can do it. And this isn't woo-woo stuff. This is neuroscience, and it's totally available to you. Sometimes the micro isn't enough, and that's okay. And some of us, especially if we have deep, old, heavy stuff, we go a little deeper. And this is how we understand which path is calling you. We have the micro path, which is subperceptual, right? It's good for daily anxiety, mild depression, ADHD, creative blocks, maintenance, right? It's very gentle, it's very steady, it's sustainable, and it shifts over weeks to months. It's a consistent integration over a period of time. So it's perfect for building a daily practice of healing and growth. The macro path, which is a journey, right, is for deep trauma, PTSD, major life transitions. I need a reset. I need clarity. I need to shift my perspective. I need something life-changing and profound. And that's one powerful guided journey plus integration support for you. And you can do it in one session that years of therapy really couldn't reach. And so you have to feel this in your body and decide which path is right for you. And it could be a combination of both. So the secret container is that safety is always first. And so we look at legal protection. And so we, as a protected member of our temple through religious freedom, you can have an intentional framework and it's not a gray area. We don't hand you the medicine and wish you luck. We actually prepare you and hold space for you and walk with you through every step of the integration. And there's reverence, not recklessness. So every journey is held with deep respect for the medicine, for you, and for the sacred nature of this work. That is our conjunction or affiliation with Temple of Heart Awakening Love, which helps us provide this container for you. And so what is your next step? Your next step would be stay here after this conversation and you can ask questions. Anything you want to know about deeper things you want to learn, any questions, thoughts, ideas, feedback on your personal situation, or you can book a call. You can look into our social medias if you want to, or you can come to more of these meetups and find out more information. So that basically is how you could work with us, or how you can get more information about working with us, or more information in general. You don't necessarily have to work with us. It's just you might be curious about what you got going on, your particular situation, and I'm here to help answer that for you. We're going to go ahead and end this stream.